They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the #1 team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Makes the catch. It's Harbor. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I'm a huge fan of offensive aggressiveness to start a football game. I think the defense is getting settled in. They play up a little bit. They play a little bit more aggressive. They got more emotion, and the offense takes advantage. Nice big play over the top. Stay aggressive, offense.
From the gun, the ground game. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Got his man. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Sellers. Working that left side now. and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
What do you do now if you're the offense, right? After that incomplete fourth down, but you've driven the entire field. At this point, do you just say, we got to go for a touchdown, or do you just pay the drive off by kicking a field goal?
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. At the 40, there he goes. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to buy time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And these little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field. They make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really. But then they break those in-breaking routes where it shows his number to the quarterback really quickly and make the play. These slot receivers are just so dynamic.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do that.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kentucky! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, and not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Back open in the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Buying some time. On the move, he fires. Got his man downfield. It's a seam wide open. The tag. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but it's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over Texas Tech. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. Fighting off the defender. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Give to the single back. A stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Oh, he can't hold the pitch and the ball's loose.
When you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball in the deck, especially once that thing starts to string out. The defense does a really good job playing assignment football. Man on a man, I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell. I had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Might be calling a hot route. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run.
Breaks into the open. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. A first down run on the doorstep. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. A quick pass to the left. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed. And he showed some of it there.
And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. Runs through a tackle. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. The give out of the gun. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll try to sneak it. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Here's the handoff. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air on first down. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Rushes on him. Lets it fly. Lost the defense. He's wide open. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And they tacked on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. He rifles one deep down the right side. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Just steamrolling the defense.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. With the catch, it's McGowan. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. When you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
Wants to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Moving away from pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that one's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Wide open downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
Caught in the backfield, it's long. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Pocket breaking down. Fights off a defender. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Really need to pick up this conversion, and the Sneak scores it.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Indiana managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Bloomington had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 4...
Makes the catch down the right side. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell, maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason there was an inaccurate throw.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Sellers. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Gonna look downfield again. With the catch, it's Bennett. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. The give on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened. And that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
option. He'll toss it. There he goes. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Right back to the well. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Power football with the run. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the
There's no reason why my QB should have thrown through that shit. What the fuck?
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say, bro. I don't know what you want me to say to that.
Will be called on to protect this lead.
Bro, I've been getting. Yeah, they do. They do 100%. That's why I'm on 4 right now, son. About to be 1 on 4 though.
Increase in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Oh, he wants it all. So close to a huge game there, but he makes the catch out of bounds. It's incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And as a defensive
GG, my boy, GG.
Game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats.